black?
It's very dark blue, and it is
Okay.
very chippy. Actually, I'm gonna paint my nails again because
I hate that we technically count as gamers.
Yeah.
I just hate that.
I hate that.
You guys are my gamers.
What's up, gamers?
Hey,
Well,
well,
what's
how
up,
are people
gamers?
on the floor that I have not noticed?
Welcome to this week's Wild Not Wise video.
Wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
Wow.
I
Welcome to
did not
Wow
see
Wow
them.
with the gang. You're in it now.
Gang including
But
the gang including this dumbass who was just staring at the chicken.
God, absolute
And my ring light I use as a desk lamp
amazing.
under a pile of lace.
Oh, I want to get a ring light someday, but that's for a future thing.
I
Anyways,
can't
like
see without
something.
good lighting anymore. I'm spoiled.
so, does anybody want to do recap? Otherwise, I can kind of do recap. I'm gonna probably start doing this now, where if you do recap, you can get inspiration, depending on how good it is. So if you want it, you can come claim it.
I'm not sure I remember
I remember
last
did it,
that I wanted
session
Jesus?
enough to do
Yeah.
recap.
We healed the sick.
Yeah, healed the sick, and then we fought a banshee. And
That was
then-
And we rolled
that was
really
it.
poorly.
It was
Yeah, and that was it. That was all the session.
so. What happened was, before then, you guys were on the road and you guys encountered a banshee. Two, in fact, in a row, I believe. Before
And
that,
first group didn't tell us about it.
yeah, there was one group of caravans that were going past that seemed a little spooked. And the next night, a banshee showed up, and it was an unwelcome time in your little cavey hideout. After that, you went on the road again, saw another banshee the night after. Luckily, it didn't do that much damage, but that was during your stay with the other caravan you found that had a bunch of sick children that apparently had eaten some bad food or something.
Yeah. They got
Probably
it
a
in,
month ago.
Fort Damali.
Yeah.
Bad food, and they just happen to have like demon ichor in their bodies.
demon
Yeah, that
Yeah.
tracks.
Yeah, that
It
happens when you
happens.
eat rotten food.
Yeah.
But you guys were
Rotten
able
food is demonic.
to you were able to kind of fix the situation with that after 2 days. The second day of which you healed the last of the children, and then you parted ways with the caravan. After that, you got to the Wuyun Gorge. You were able to kind of be taken stock by the Crown's Guard that were kind of guarding the entrance between the Wuyun gates and the opposite side to the gorge itself. And currently, you guys are in the gorge. You have just passed the kind of beginning parts of the opposite side of the gates. So you are still within the gorge. Around you are a bunch of like campsites that have been taken up or put down for the night from the night before and have like mildly smoldering, so other people have already started to leave. Some people are trying to get entrance to the opposite way into excuse me, the Empire. But other than that, that's kind of where we left off last.
Yay!
Yeah.
Mhm.
You guys have about a 6.5 day travel until, well, not 6.5. It would technically just be like 6 and then the day that you have right now, so technically 7 days of travel before Nicodranas. If all goes
What
well.
time of day? What time of day is it currently?
I believe it would be early morning. You guys had
Okay, so
just
just
barely... You had already just said goodbye to the past caravan with the sick children that you were able to take care of, and made your way through the gates pretty easily.
Well, on the road again.
Yeah.
On the road.
So, I'm gonna... Let's see here. Let's have you roll... If somebody wants to take perception for the day to see if there's anything interesting that happens.
I'll
I
do
would
it.
love to roll for- Oh well, never mind. Ira's got it.
Now the horses got it. you know,
Ira's always looking
Yeah.
here.
with no eyes.
She's just gonna see what we run into, is she?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
She is with an 11.
Oh my god, you got an 11?
It's fine.
Amazing. So, Ira, does anybody have a passive perception higher than this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ira's passive perception is higher than that.
I know, but that was your active roll. You're actively
I thought,
kind of looking out as a horse.
Mine's a 16.
14.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna roll to see if he does anything. Yeah, you guys be able to fucking see him. He rolled like an 8. My god. Technically, Ira, you would still see him. There is, along your road, there are a couple...
Would she see him?
No, you would notice here, because I have... Yeah, fuck off. Anyways. Most of you that can see, throughout the day that you guys have been traveling, it's maybe about, let's say about 4 hours into your journey or so. Actually, yeah, it would be about 4 hours. There are a couple people that have gone ahead of you that were just maybe a quicker pace than you, or seem to be a little bit more excited to be on the move. There are people that have lagged behind that you've passed. None of them super notable. They're mostly travelers going back and forth. There's some merchants with caravan that they're taking probably back to one of the other areas of the empire. You're not quite sure. But there is one interesting person that those with sight can see. And Ira, you can hear him speaking. There is a kind of... I'd say he's about 5'6", 5'4" in height. He's got kind of a these dark robes kind of on a little bit. And he is currently talking with this direwolf that is sitting on its haunches. Just, he seems to be trying to coax it to move, and he's just kind of shoving it a little bit. He's like, "Oh, come on now. We don't have time for this." And you see, like, a little bit of, like, orange fur, or not fur, like, orange hair, like the fluffy, sort of fluffy hair, out of the kind of hood of his cloak. And it's very strange. You wouldn't think that somebody would be wearing such a, like, long... Because this cloak goes almost down to his ankles. You wouldn't expect somebody to wear such a long cloak in a more temperate area. It's a little strange to see. And this wolf kind of has, like, this more kind of, like, reddish muddled pelt, with, like, a darker face and, mane part of it. And he's kind of, like, trying to coax this wolf a little bit. He's over kind of a little bit past, like, a little bit off of the road, but you guys are able to see him just fine because he's not hiding. You see something poke out from inside of his hood, and it's just a small little form with little flitting wings, and she just kind of darts out in front of him, and in front of the, like, kind of sticks her hand out into the fur of the thing, and you hear, "Seems like Gala is hungry, Mr. Sir?" And the kind of orange-haired person goes, "Oh, that's right, I usually feed her before we go. Thanks, Tulip." And then he gives Gala a little bit of a pet, that direwolf, and she kind of just, like, that heavy shoulder thing that dogs do sometimes, and they're just like, okay. And he kind of goes back to this backpack that has been kind of put over the cloak a little bit, and he seems to be rummaging around in there, and he pulls out a pretty nice hunk of meat, and immediately Gala seems to perk up and stands up, and then he just tosses it to her, and she catches it, and it seems like it is a much easier time to get her to move. She seems a little happier now that she's eating something. But that is what you guys see. And
Can you describe the little figure who came out from the cloak? Like, what was going on there?
So,
Yeah, have I seen something like that before, or
roll me a nature check.
you sure it's not Arcana?
Let me see here.
Mostly because Fae things tend to be Arcana.
Well, I would say either nature or history, because you need to know what these things are.
Oh, you were roboty for a second? Sorry.
I'd say either nature or history to actually know what they are.
Okay, it doesn't matter because I'm not proficient in either. Let me just go.
Don't you have a +5 to both though?
Yeah, but natural 19 to 24.
That's pretty good.
Right.
Wow. Okay. So who all rolled for this? Did anyone else want to roll to see if they knew? Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm great at nature checks.
Just to see if you guys have any idea what it is.
So much. You said that with so much.
That's a
17.
natural fucking 20.
Holy shit.
Oh, Mugs! Nice!
Me, I'm so great at nature checks. 100% sarcastically. Mugs, yes, actually, I am.
Now you mention it.
And then Mara got a 17 also. So
Oh, nice!
Yeah.
Alright.
I have been in nature before. Thank you very much.
Hog.
I know what nature is.
I have a level of druid.
I've seen at least 6, maybe even 7 natures.
That sure seems wild, you know? So those of you who've probably got a 14 or higher on your history and or nature checks, you know that thing is probably some sort of fae, maybe a sprite of some sort. This creature has kind of like 4 kind of dragonfly-esque wings. They're a little bit more like flared out, a little more interesting. I can actually show you, it's not an exact picture or anything, but I did draw a little bit of what these two look like.
Than a dragonfly?
Here, I'll show you.
Impossible.
These are the 2 figures that you see.
Oh, they're cute.
So the man is about, I'd say, early 30s, something like that. From appearance-wise, the sprite has like long pink hair. The kind of dragonfly-esque wings that she has, they start with a green and then they fade to, I think I said purple. Yeah, they fade to like a bright purple at the ends, which makes for a very strange look when they kind of flit together. And she has this like very, very small little bow and little sword attached to her hip, and her appearance seems to have like a lot of like natural vintage and stuff like that for her apparel. But after she's kind of like stopped messing with that, she kind of slips back into his hood, and you don't see her emerge again after he's kind of made his paid his due to Gala after feeding her.
And he's just chilling on the side of the road?
Yeah, he seems to be pulling out some sort of what is it? Some sort of like tack. So maybe a saddle of some sort. It's a bunch of like leather wraps and like metal brackets and stuff that he seems to be pulling out of this quite deep sack that seems to have no end to it.
Oh, alright.
Kind of like raise a little hand, give a little wave if he's looking in this direction.
Yeah, Peril finger guns at him.
Let's see if he even notices.
Mugs will
Oh
throw
yeah,
up a
he
peace sign.
notices. He kind of looks up again, and for those with sight, you were able to see kind of like there's little dots on his chin, just a little bit. And from inside the hood, you can actually see the little fairy head poking out from there. And it's darker inside the hood, but you still see some weird shape on the ear. Seems larger than it should be. It's weird. And he just kind of like blinks at you a little bit, and then gives his own little wave. And his kind of wolf at his side kind of nudges up against him and stands up. Or not stands up, she was already standing. And he's just kind of working on putting her harness back together, it seems.
This man's a furry. Yeah, like, his ears seem larger than they should be. I interpret that as this man's is a furry.
You think
I'm
what you gotta
sorry.
think.
I'm off my shit tonight. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, that is who you see technically.
Cool dire wolf.
Cool pixie too.
Cool vibes, I guess.
Cool cloak.
Thanks. He kind of like pulls the cloak hood a little bit, and despite pulling it closer, the sprite pokes her head out and she says, "I'm not a pixie. What are you talking about?"
Oh, sorry, Sprite. My bad. I'm sorry.
And she kind of crosses
right,
her arms a little bit, and he kind of pushes her back. He's like, "It's fine, Tulip. People don't usually know."
Isn't there something about, like, not offending Faye? Like, isn't that something you're...
Yeah, I shouldn't have microaggressed. Sure, you're right.
Yeah. Be thoughtful with your language, babe. Come on.
And he just kind of like gives a little bit of a smile at that, and he's like, "Oh, Tulip wouldn't hurt you. Not unless you hurt me. It's fine, really." She's
guys,
harmless. And Tulip is like, "Absolutely, I'm not."
She doesn't look harmless.
Yeah, she's got that little sword.
She looks
you.
kind of harmful.
See, this is why I'm here for you. Tario, seriously. And he just
Tario?
kind of pulls his hood a little closer, and he's like, "Well, we should get going, right, Tulip?"
Yeah,
She's like,
so his name
"I..."
Wait, Ryan, his name is Tario.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look at his feet. Does he? What's his foot situation?
Rolling perception check.
First, wait, why are you asking me about the NPC's feet?
14.
14.
Kinky ass.
Does he have humanoid feet, or does he got bird feet?
So, what you're able to notice, Pyra, is... Pyra, good lord. You notice that there's, like, kind of leather greaves on his legs. You were looking at his feet, but you kind of noticed, like, he's got, like, leather gloves up to, like, maybe about here, mid-arm or so. And, you know, he's not wearing boots. And in fact, his feet aren't normal feet.
Oh, okay. I just thought because, you know, a certain other Tario.
No, it's... You're correct.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what's going on with his feet?
They are mildly bird-shaped. Mildly.
Mildly.
So, where are you guys from? You don't look like you're from around here.
The orange-haired guy goes, well, I've been kind of traveling around a lot, and he, like, looks at, the little pixie in his hood, and she's like, I mean, you can just tell them it's not like it's gonna matter. And he's like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah." They're kind of muttering to each other. It's probably Ira that is able to hear them muttering over most of you. Just for how high Ira's natural perception is.
Can you say that again? My Discord was rude and cut me out.
It's basically just these, so Tario and Tulip are kind of muttering to each other, and it's mostly like, "You can tell them if you want, it's fine." Tario's not sure about it, but he's still like, "Oh yeah, I guess I can, it's fine. Not like it's gonna do anything bad." And he's just like, he gives you kind of this bright smile, cheery smile, and he's like, "I'm from Asira." It's quite a ways a while.
Yeah, quite a ways. Huh, what do you know about that?
I don't know geography.
That's like, you know, two continents to the west of us.
Oh, fucked up. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of traveling, so, you know, been here and there.
Kalia's not... I forget where I was going with that sentence. Yes.
Doing great. Sounding good. You're gonna get a good grade in social interaction.
Did you
Something
have a
that is
stroke
both
by
normal to want and
chance?
possible to achieve.
What was that?
Tulip just pipes up, "Did you have a stroke by chance?"
I mean, honestly, these past couple of weeks have been very weird. It wouldn't surprise me.
Well, that's too bad. And Tario just kind of nods a little bit. And at this point, he has already hooked up Gala, it seems, and it's kind of this nice-looking leather half-saddle sort of thing. There's no, like, bit or anything for it, but he does kind of, like, swing himself up to sit on the back of Gala, and he is most definitely small in comparison to her when she stands. Direwolves are large. And he is definitely no big fellow.
So,
And-
where is it you're headed?
Kind of heading a little bit to Nicodranas. Got a friend to meet there. You know, as most people do, we're gonna hang out in Nicodranas for a little while and see where it goes from
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, all
I
my
got
homies
somebody-
love Nicodranas.
Got somebody else I
Yeah, totally.
gotta meet with, and he's just kind of like thinking a little bit, and Tulip just kind of gives him a little bit of a pat on the cheek, like, you know. But yeah, that is what all he says to you at this point.
Okay, Muggs is gonna like do a quick little huddle with everybody else and be like, okay, are we gonna be really awkward and walk like a few paces ahead of these guys completely separate since we're going the same fucking direction, or are we gonna like try to like how are we gonna handle this? Are we gonna walk with them, or are we gonna be just awkwardly a little bit ahead of them? What's the plan here?
I suppose we could invite them along with us.
I mean, I do like that pixie lady. She's pretty.
Thank you,
just
Clark,
pipes
for your I appreciate the vote, Clark. I think I agree with Clark.
Yeah.
They're weird. I like that. That's fun.
Any
I
other
mean, I
thoughts?
wish I had pink hair. Not gonna lie.
We
We
can
can
give you some
arrange
pink
for
hair,
that.
Clark.
What about you, Ira? What do you think? One stomp for yes, 2 stomps for no.
Blank
Trying to
stare.
think of the worst.
I think
Bastard fucking.
that's for Ira, right? I
All
think
of us
that's
hop out of the cart and huddle around the horse. Clear view of this guy.
Yeah.
Tario is watching you guys and like, he just seems a little bit amused.
And what about you, not Iris, Frantia?
Oh, I don't really know. That's kind of weird that somebody would just have like a sprite with them. We can travel with them
Well,
if
all of us.
it
It's
would be
about
polite,
the-
right?
Awkwardness of being like 50 feet ahead of them versus the awkwardness of traveling with people we don't really know. Like, these are the two options we have here.
I mean, we kind of traveled with a caravan we didn't really know that much about earlier.
We did do that.
And there's more of us if anything goes wrong, so we could try.
Yeah, sure. Did you want to ask him, Mugs?
Huh?
Did you want to ask him, Mugs, or?
Yeah, sure. Hey, guy, we're headed to Nicodranas too. Do you want to, like, walk with us?
If I'm allowed to, like, sit on Gala, yeah. I'm not
Oh,
gonna-
yeah, I mean, we don't,
Okay, cool.
we don't, like, care what you do. You can do whatever you want. We just, like, figure it might be a little less awkward than
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna,
also
because
going-
you ever, like, say goodbye to someone and then you're walking the same direction
Oh,
and
all
it's
the
like,
time, all the time.
Yeah,
But
no,
it's
that
like
sucks.
6 days.
Yeah. Oh god, it's 6 days?
Harry gives Mugs a look at that.
Yep. Muggs is pointedly not looking at Pyra right now.
Oh?
Pointedly not looking at Pyra.
God.
Yeah, so just we figured more the merrier. Safety in numbers on the road. Whatever.
He kind of looks at his little sprite friend, and she just gives him a little bit of a nod, and gives him another one of those little pats on the cheek, and then he's just like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine. You're not bad people, right?"
Do we look like bad people?
I mean, we could tell you we're not bad people, or we could tell you we're bad people, but that's like ultimately up for you to decide, right? Like,
I mean, and then the little sprite on his shoulder is like, I mean, I could just like look at their hearts, you know.
You could what now?
What?
not-
I beg your pardon?
Yeah. And she kind of flits out of his hood again. He's like, Tulip, don't. That's an invasion of privacy. And she's like, oh, it's fine. And she, who would she go to first?
The horse.
The horse. Back the horse's heart. Not
You know what? She probably would go to the horse first just to get a vibe. So...
The vibe on the horse?
Yeah,
But
because...
couldn't it be the other horse?
I mean, it technically
The other
could.
horse. Just vibe check the other horse.
Yeah.
Does the other horse have evil thoughts, Ren?
Should the other horse be like a serial killer?
Yeah,
So-
two other horses.
She goes around and she touches the first horse, not Ira horse. Touches that horse and seems to kind of like nod a little bit. She's like, "This one's a little bit tired, but I think she'll be fine." And then goes to Ira horse.
As
And-
soon as Ira feels something touching her, because she cannot hear approaching because she's a tiny fairy and not like a person, like a person-sized person, she's going to freak out.
Oh God.
Horse.
Have you-
Ira, it's cool. Don't freak
Oh,
out.
Ira, it's fine. It's fine.
Can you roll
Yeah.
me a DC 10 charisma saving throw?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Great
Saving
at
throw?
charisma
Yes.
saving throws. Would you get bonus because Franzi is there?
If she's
That's a nat
within-
20.
Okay, yeah. No, she's not able to see your alignment, so she kind of just frowns a little bit, like pouts a little. She's like, "Didn't mean to spook you. Sorry." And she'll kind of flit. I think
Does
she...
that offended horse huff?
Oh dear. And Tario's like, Tulip, maybe just don't. I don't think they want to be touched. He just kind of like looks at the rest of you like, is this okay? I don't know.
I mean,
How
I don't
dare
know
you
what
put
the
your
fuck she's
hands on a
doing right
blind
now.
horse.
She kind of realizes that she hasn't explained, and she's like, "Oh, so, as sprites, we can kind of like do this thing where we like can tell if you're a good person or not, a little bit. Basically they can tell if you have a good alignment or not. They're
Is
able to
that, like,
magically sense.
Arbitrary criteria, or is it just like, is it a vibe check? Like, just good person? Like, did I
Oh,
steal
it's
candy from a baby
It's
today?
kind of like how
I
some
didn't.
people can like see auras. I can just like see what your heart looks like, and if it looks good, it's not bad. You know?
Check Ira's alignment real fast.
Frantically checks me.
I mean, you can check my heart if that would make you feel more comfortable about traveling with us. I'm chill with that. Like,
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
you
it would
wanna
make
vibe
me
check
more comfortable, and I think it would make Tario more comfortable. But
check my heart. I've got a good heart, I think. I hope. I mean, it might have some diseases or something, but I don't think it has any, like...
I'm an asshole sometimes, but like,
oh, we know an asshole. She's fine. It's okay. And she kind of flits down. She will go. She'll kind of like patch your cheek a little bit, Mugs, and she's like, let me I want to look at everybody's things now. Damn it, just to see.
I'm pretty sure... I don't know what
I'm
my
pretty sure
alignment is.
everybody's either good aligned or neutral, which is
I think I'm
good.
chaotic good. No, I'm neutral good. Why am I neutral good? That's bullshit. I'm chaotic good. I'm not neutral good. Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. I'm changing this.
yeah. Most people are either neutral, chaotic, good, or good. Yeah. She doesn't seem to have any objections to anybody as she's kind of like flitting around and checking each other's. Each of you, she kind of like gives you a little bit of a pat on the head or like a little on the cheek or like, you know, she's just kind of being overly friendly a little bit. Even though she was kind of like huffy in the very beginning. And she kind of stops at Franz and she's like, "You're very pretty. Your heart looks a little weird though." And she's like, what? She's like, "Oh, it's nothing, I'm sure. Some people have weird hearts, it's okay." And she kind of like flits away and Franzi is like, "I don't understand what's going on."
what?
Just
Francie
she
doesn't
called you
betray
pretty.
us.
That's probably all that matters. Probably.
If it means anything, Francie, I think you got a great heart.
Oh, thank you, dear. I don't really know what it looks like, because I've never seen my heart before. That's...
I haven't either, but, you know, it's more the person that...
I feel like there's things you don't want to see.
Yeah. Because
I
if you see
mean-
your own heart, then that's probably bad news, you know?
You've probably. Nope. Never
You're
mind.
most certainly dead, if that's the case.
You've seen at least like a little bit of mine.
Francie, it kind of gives you like a, Sorry about that.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah. But after that little fiasco, it's been calmed down, and, Tulip disappears back into Taru's hood, and he's just kind of like... He thinks about it for a moment, and then he's just like, he seems to debate about it, but he just kind of like pull the cloak hood a little bit further up again, and then kind of gives Gala just a little bit more of a pat, and she kind of steps forward, and she seems to be an obedient direwolf, it seems. But
Nice.
Can I
Nicodranas
continue?
time. Let's go. Let's go. Nicodranas time.
Yeah.
Woo.
But yeah,
Who's driving again?
I don't remember.
What was the question?
Who's driving?
I don't know. We could just say Kyra sitting up front, then I guess. Or we could
Okay,
have
then
one
I will-
of the NPCs do it.
Clark should drive.
Oh man,
Let's have Clark drive, guys.
Clog.
I will lean over towards Muggs then and very quietly just whisper like, you know, that's really physically similar to the winter wolves that we, I don't know, I just thought of it and I thought I should tell someone.
Yeah, you right. Oh, you right.
I don't feel like processing that. Anyways,
No, we're gonna move on past that. We're just gonna. You want a drink? Have a drink.
it's like 11 in the morning.
Literally, when has that ever stopped me?
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I'll take a swig.
Nice.
All
Mike's
right.
also takes.
You're getting mildly intoxicated.
We're
on
getting
the road.
mildly intoxicated at 11 in the morning, boys. Let's go.
Mimosa time. No,
It's like
jokes.
mugs every day.
Every day's mimosa day. But
So, who are you, like, if you don't mind asking, who are you hoping to visit, Nicodranas? Have you been there before?
I mean, not really. The friend of mine that I'm gonna go visit is actually from Marquette. His name is Rizio Lennon, if you ever heard of that person.
No,
It's kinda-
can't say I have.
He's like a half-elven wizard, brown hair, darker skin.
Oh, nice.
I don't know anybody from Nicodranas or Marquette. I'm just here for the vibes.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I've never been to Nicodranas either, so I've kind of been everywhere else. I hear it's really nice, though.
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. Nice beaches, busy city. You can find almost any food from anywhere there, really, because, you know, port city and stuff. It's pretty great.
You watch Tulip pop out from his hood and say, "Can you find moon peaches there?"
Would I know if you can find moon peaches where I am? Or...
Roll me a history check.
Yeah.
Moon peaches?
I got an 11. So she probably doesn't know.
You have no idea what moon peaches are. In fact, you've never really heard of them before. You know that they have peaches in Nicodranas, just not anything called moon peaches.
I mean, there's all kinds of fruit there, so maybe. I don't know. I never heard of a moon peach, though.
Tulip kind of looks at Taro and he's like, well, we'll go look if they have any moon peaches. She's like, yes! And goes and hides back in his hood again. He just kind of does that, like, sigh thing, like, oh dear.
A gal wants moon peaches, a gal wants moon peaches.
What were you saying, Jamie?
Oh no, she just said, yeah. And that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so unless you guys had any other questions, seems like most of the travel goes unheated, or unimpeded, my goodness, not unheated, jeez Louise. Haha. So it's the normal traffic of coming and going. There's a couple of people that are stopped on the side of the road, probably for breaks. It's it's very strange being in this gorge because the way that light works is you only have a couple of hours in the day that light actually touches the gorge. So from entering the gorge, it's been slightly dark, and then until probably midday is when you actually start to get a lot of sun. And then the sun slowly fades around like 8 o'clock, and it is getting dark again.
At some point during the day, are there a lot of rocks around, or?
There's quite a few, yeah. Considering how many mountain ranges there are, I would say that there's definitely been pieces that are just everywhere.
Yeah. Can I look for some sort of rock, like any rock, just to add to my collection?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Excuse me.
I like it.
I'm gonna see if you get anything valuable. Hold on.
Should I roll investigation?
Yeah, roll me investigation, and I will.
Okay. Come on, more dick rocks. Oh, another 11.
Let's see what is. What?
Please be more kind to me, D&D Beyond. I have been kind to you. I have given you so much money.
It's a mood.
Let's see. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
D&D Beyond.
You actually find a really interestingly colored deposit. You actually find a azurite stone. It's kind of like that, like dark blue kind of color. Yeah, I can see if I can. It's kind of like got models of green in it. It's a very interesting looking rock. I don't know if that'll actually send you the search or not, but
Oh, shiny boy.
yeah.
Nice.
That is, you get kind of maybe about, say, maybe this size, so a good quarter size.
Nice.
It's pretty.
Okay, well, I'll need to think of a name for this one later. So just be added to our collection.
Alright, well, do you guys want to settle down for the night? It's about 8 o'clock or so. Your horses are starting to get tired.
Yeah.
Alright, do you want to take watches?
Yes.
Yeah.
Morbid
I want it to be completely unaddressed when Ira eventually gets the time limit of her wild shape and just turns back into a person and just completely ignores the fucking new people.
Oh my god, amazing.
Perfect.
Tario seems a little bit interested in it, but it doesn't seem like it's... He seems surprisingly unfazed, which is weird.
Mans has druid friends.
Well, that's weird, friends.
He's
I don't know.
walking around with a fucking pixie, so...
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Tyrell set up the dome, though.
Alright.
With 9 people, including the pixie, that should be more than enough. It should be, yeah, because I can hold up to 10 people in it.
Dome space, dome space. Every time we add new NPCs, we just have to cuddle harder in the dome.
Yep.
The wives
Every
just
new
get
NPC,
closer.
Ira gets closer and closer to the edge of the bubble.
Oh my gosh.
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. As I just.
Polarities don't mix. But yeah, you're able to put up the dome. Did you want to do any watches for the night, or?
Do some watchy boys.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
I will
and-
do a watch.
Yeah, we'll
Alright.
do watches, but Pyra will also set up a alarm just in case. She'll
Sure.
pass alarm.
I will do. What's a good watch? What watches are other people doing?
Pyra will assist someone on either first or second watch.
Assist Mugs.
Yeah,
because-
she'll assist Mugs. So
Yay.
you can do a straight roll.
Okay.
Also gay.
I'll do third watch.
I'll do second.
It's not
Alright.
ideal. It's not terrible. So
I think
16.
who was it? I think Francie would probably help you with third watch, Ira, so you can have advantage.
Okie dokie.
Will Clark help the mayor?
Sure.
Yes.
If you wake him up, he'll help.
He'll probably be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, dirty 20. That's fine.
Okay.
Nice.
What did you get? Okay. What
I
did
need
you?
to put my hips in my thing.
16. What did Ira get?
A number that I will tell you. And it will be revealed to all in due time.
God.
16.
16. All right. So the first two watches go pretty uneventful. Tario has kind of set up his own little area. He declines to sleep in the bubble, just because he's like, he uses his direwolf as an excuse. He's like, she'd get lonely, so I'm not gonna. Sorry, I appreciate the offer, but
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
But if you want, you can stay within the this area, so that way you're at least a little secure because there's an alarm that will go off if in case somebody intrudes.
Sweet.
You're all
Thank you.
fine though. Yeah.
So he will stay within the area, but he does not stay in the bubble. But on the third watch, let's see. Do I want to? Yeah. Ira, can I have you join me in secrets chat, please?
Oh, fun.
Secret
Oh
chat.
dear God.
Secret chat.
Mm-hmm.
Quint?
Hello.
Secret chat.
You get Tario lore, sort of. So what Ira kind of notices as she is taking watch for the night with Francia's help, she notices that she hears a little bit of a rustling from Tario's area, and this is probably very, very early morning, near dawn. And he seems to be getting up and taking something out of his bag. You kind of hear like the clank of metal, and whatever, and Franzia pipes up because she knows you can't see. She'll just mutter, I think Tario's going somewhere? I mean, he's not moving his direwolf, but he's... I don't know where he's going.
Does it sound like he's getting up and like moving some where?
Yeah, it sounds like he's kind of like leaving his stuff, aside from possibly a couple other things. It sounds like he maybe picked up a small pouch and took it with him.
Can I hear like which direction he went?
He went just a little bit off of the path, where you would have probably noticed that there was some cover there.
How is he just going and just like gone, or is he just like going off a little bit and just like standing there?
He seems to be going off a little bit. It doesn't seem like he's necessarily... He might be trying to go without... Oh, excuse me. Out of audio distance, possibly? You're not sure.
To Franzia, Ira is going to say, am I supposed to follow him? Does this matter?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious myself, though.
Sure.
What's Ira gonna do?
Ira is going to turn into a rat.
Alright.
It's gonna skitter on and following him.
Okay. Franzia, because she does not have her armor on, is so much better with stealth. She is going to follow after you. I'm gonna have you roll stealth for me, please. I'll also roll for Franzia. Ooh, she did pretty good.
Let me look at rat stats. Let me look at rat stats.
Rat stats, rat stats! 16. Oh yeah, fuck. That's such a bad roll for him. If you roll above a 9, I think you'll be fine.
So I'm just looking like for like the regular rat stats because the option I'm seeing is diseased rat. Which
I wonder if I can find it in my stuff. I might be able to.
I found it.
Oh, you got it? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Rat stats, rat stats.
1 hit point rat.
Rat!
Okay. There we go. It's a 19.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Tario rolled a 9 on his perception. He doesn't hear jack shit. So, what you were able to... You kind of scurry yourself through the underbrush, and he goes about what you would expect to be 100 miles. No, 100 feet or so away from the party. And kind of starts setting stuff down. And Francie is going to relay to you what is happening. So she says that he's holding some strange silver chalice. He seems to be placing 4 candles around it in different colors. One is red, one is dark green, one is orange, and one is a dark blue. He seems to pull out a sprig of sorrel, some baby's breath, some rosemary from his bag, and he takes a little bit of all of it and puts it in the chalice. And after a moment, he kind of seems to prick his finger with something, lets it drop into the cup, and after about a minute, the candles start to flicker from that kind of orangey red of the just normal flame to dark blue, and then it coalesces in and around the chalice that is placed on the ground, and an image appears in kind of that shadow with a small amount of like dark blue flame licking the edges of the shadow. It's a few inches taller than 6 feet, and has some sort of ringed, or some sort of horned circlet set atop its head. There's distinctly female, this shadow, and in both looks and voice before the figure speaks. and you are able to hear this conversation. So the woman is speaking, and she says, "Chickadee, how are you doing, sweetheart? I'd ask when you'd be ready to come back, but time doesn't really work the same in the material of plane versus here. Is Tulip doing what I asked her to? She's not causing you any problems?" And Taria replies, "I'm doing fine, miss, and she's great. I got some things that might help Iris. Let's see if she doesn't already know it. Did you know that you can get in trouble in some places here for crossing borders? They tried to stop me at the gorge with Gala, but I just made us invisible and went with another group. I don't think they like direwolves much, or sprites." And, the other woman replies, "Oh, well, it's kind of like that in a lot of places. Regular people don't trust direwolves or the Fae like others do. Maybe you can send Gala back home with me and take one of the hunt's horses instead? I don't think Sir Nunos wouldn't mind much. He likes giving gifts to his grandchildren." And Tario replies, "I'm fine. I like spending time with Gala, and I think she likes being on the road with me too. At least Tulip says she enjoys it." And there's conversation that goes on for a bit. They're talking kind of like, how's the weather? Have you run into anything dangerous? And Tario's like, "Oh, it's fine. I'm not doing anything too dangerous." And she's like, "You're not being reckless, are you?" And, kind of just distinct talk. It's nothing that seems to be that important. And then there's kind of like, it seems to be a commotion or a disturbance on the other side of this shadow talking, and this woman stops and she's like, "Oh, Juniper's here to steal me away for another council meeting. I need to go, but we can talk again later. Take care of yourself, Tario, and be safe. If you ever need me, you can always call for me." And he says, "Yeah, see ya." And the shadow kind of disperses again. The blue flames flicker back to the candles. And Franzia has noted that the candles have basically been down to snubs. And you realize, quite interestingly, about an hour has passed, probably. And before kind of this thing ends, Tario mutters, "I may have forgotten how to do that, actually." Apparently in reply to the, "If you ever need me, you know how to call for me" sentence that the other person had said. But after that, he starts to pack up his stuff. Is there anything you wanted to do, or are you good?
I think while he's packing it, Iris gonna turn around and scurry back to the group,
Alright.
back to where she was sitting, and unwild shape herself.
Okay. Francie will follow you, a little confused.
Entertainment. When did Ren get back?
Hello. I'm waiting for... You can go back to normal chat, Riley, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you to move to normal chat. God.
Just fucking left.
I abandoned Riley. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Damn fucking boozled.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what you get. Oh my god,
That's
boy.
what you get 10 minutes later.
Boy. Oh my god, look at him.
I got
Look
distracted,
at
and
him.
my slightly damp nails are covered with impressions and marks, so that's fun.
No.
Imagine having smooth, beautiful nails.
Couldn't be you right now.
Could literally not be me.
God. I wish my cats were that chill about playing with toys, Anna, not gonna lie. My cats would just chew right through that string immediately.
Does the rest of the night go smoothly?
Yeah. Unless Ira decides to talk with you guys about anything.
Ira just looks as inconvenienced as normal.
God.
Mood.
So that could have been anything from, like, the world ending to, like, Clark telling a personal secret.
Yeah.
That could have been anything. Like, that could be an NPC sharing slightly too much personal information, or it could be we are literally all going to die.
In the next 48 hours.
Oh, that's funny. Your fate has been
cat.
sealed.
Love Ira.
Oh my god.
I feel like Ira and Loki have equal and opposite energy.
Look at him, he's just enjoying
Ira-
his head rubs. But yes, what were you saying, Riley?
I don't remember.
I'm saying something about Ira.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm distracted by
That's
this cat.
okay. I am too.
Ira, my beloved.
Alright, I'll let him hold it. We keep playing. This whole story.
Legal.
But yeah, other than that, your night goes off without a hitch. There doesn't seem to be any issues.
Okay, everyone, rise and shine.
Oh, I don't wanna.
You do
Good
notice
morning.
that Tario is packed up much easier than you guys have, apparently. Like, he's been up for a little bit.
Oh, morning, people.
Good morning!
Well, normally I would go out and do my workout right now, but, you know, we're kind of in a gorge.
You can run alongside the cart for like an hour or something.
That's cool. I can skip out. Like, my gains aren't going to go away with one missing one
I
day
mean,
of
are you
workout.
sure about that, babe? Like, gotta keep making your gains.
Yeah, no, you're right. I should
Rest
do
for
some
no one.
crunches. I should do some crunches while we're in the cart.
Some crunches. Let's do some
Have
crunches.
dibs on the back of the cart.
That's alright.
I just pick up my bedroll and just lay it in the back of the cart. I'm just gonna disassociate for another hour or so.
Oh, that's fair.
Everybody sleep well.
Also,
I slept great.
Oh.
oh my goodness. But yeah, you can do some crunches in the cart, I suppose, but when it's moving, that's gonna be very difficult. Just gonna say that now.
Hard
Ira
mode.
pulls a muscle.
Roll for muscle pull. No, I'm kidding.
Never pulled
For
it.
muscle pull. Oh, is that a cat? Cat.
Cat?
Cat?
Yeah.
We have a cat!
Cat?
Got my
My
cat.
darling, my dear.
Yeah.
Apple of my
Hi.
eye.
I'm glad you're not.
Apple of my heart.
I'm glad you're not exposed to power tools anymore.
Oh
You've
no,
been
I
forgetting-
am.
Oh no.
It's still going. It's just
Oh, well,
not
This is an
many
OSHA.
times.
This is an OSHA violation.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
In a world of OSHA violations.
While they're power.
Does OSHA still count if it's like in your own house?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure. Don't know how
If you
OSHA
work from
works.
home, sure. I know everything there is to know about OSHA violations.
Does it apply in New Zealand?
No.
OSHA.
Actually, no. OSHA is now an intergalactic.
Intergalactic.
Oh my god.
You heard me.
But aliens are violating OSHA.
The aliens have violated OSHA. Guys, let's do a space one shot.
Oh my god.
It's
Space.
all OSHA violations.
Gaze in space.
OSHA
and
treaty.
space.
Intergalactic OSHA treaty.
God.
The aliens have violated it, and we will be going to an OSHA-compliant war with them.
If this
No, but
war
we
is
have to be the
OSHA
ones that we
compliant, so
violated
God.
it. That's the issue. OSHA's coming after us after we violated the guidelines. We have to run away.
God.
That's my pitch.
OSHA. We are on the lam from OSHA right now. Whilst trying to remain OSHA compliant so we do not rack up further charges in case we're caught.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
OSHA is
Here's the catch. None of us know what we did wrong. We don't know what OSHA is.
None of us know what OSHA regulations are.
Yep. None of you.
Guesswork.
None of you happen to read the rules at all.
Yeah.
It would
I'm
be in
OSHA
character.
certified.
Yep.
And
But-
then OSHA finally catches up to us, but it turns out that war is not OSHA compliant, and they're just giving us a very passive-aggressive letter. And the stern talking to.
God.
Amazing.
But yeah, game time.
Yeah.
Game. Yes, we play
So,
game.
You guys
Should
are
probably-
partially through the gorge at this point. I'm gonna have you guys. Let's see here. Let's
Wait,
count.
Kat, we picked up more NPCs.
Yep.
Ooh,
At least for
We picked up
travel.
Yeah, we picked up
Who'd
a
we
harpy
adopt?
boy named Tario.
ooh.
And a little sprite who lives in his hood
Mhm.
named
Tario.
Named Tulip.
And I think who's the brain cell of the two?
Seems to be maybe. He might be smart. You don't know.
Mm, I
He's
don't know
just-
about this lad.
And is he wearing gloves? Or
Yeah, he's wearing like black leather gloves up to about half the arm.
Okay.
And we're on the home stretch, so there's technically might be about 5 days. I'll
Also, y'all, I would like to say that for the first half of the day, Ira is not wild shaping into a horse as she usually does.
Interesting.
Ira, are you okay? You're not a horse.
Alright, why aren't you horse?
I love that our questions have now switched 180 degrees.
Francia gives you a look, Ira, that you cannot see.
Yeah.
Way to flex on Ira.
Francia gives Ira a look. I want to know how long it takes her to realize that she gave Ira a look.
It takes her a couple minutes, and then she's like, alright, she can't fucking see, and I'm not even gonna bother with it, so she just looks away.
Couple minutes and a couple seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Mare wakes up from her I don't get up in the morning nap, and just everybody's looking at Ira.
Ira's not answering.
Francia has -1 wisdom and 0 intelligence. What do you want me to do with her?
That is my wife.
Huh. Fair go then, Ira. As long as you're fine, I guess. Hope you're fine.
You can still talk, right?
No.
No? Okay. Well, we'll solve that as we go along.
Yeah.
Wait.
Remember when we played Truth or Dare?
We should do that again.
We should do that again.
Yeah, this time let's see if we can rope Ira into it since she's not a horse.
Can rope Ira into doing something other than daring us to be quiet for 12 hours.
Hey, Mugs.
What?
Truth or dare?
Dare.
Go do a cartwheel.
Gonna do a cartwheel. Do I have to roll for that?
No.
I do a cartwheel.
Nice.
Tyra will,
Fuck, that sure is a cartwheel.
Tyra will make clapping sounds with prestidigitation.
Yeah, Francia's doing like the little claps, like, good job.
Hey Robin, truth or dare?
Truth.
Truth.
Okay. Yep.
What is one talent you wish you had, but don't?
Reading.
Nice.
I'm Robin, I'm 8, I never learned how to read.
I mean, if you want to learn how to read, I could help you sometime.
Well, shit, why not?
Yeah. After all, traveling.
Ira, I'm gonna learn how to read.
Took you long enough.
Oh my god.
What was... That's not very uplifting of you, Ira.
God.
When have I ever been uplifting?
You're always uplifting. You just have that natural
Wait, what?
You're just a ray of sunshine. Usually.
She is a positive one.
Is she talking about the same
And
Ira?
then, in like the cold, brutal, pragmatic sense.
Good talk, guys.
Tario just kind of seems to be listening and is slightly amused, but still keeps his hood kind of at his ears. Seems a little bit more nervous when there's other people on the road, but other than that, seems fine. But what I think I'm gonna do... I'm gonna have you guys roll for each night, unless you have something that you want to do for the next 6 days-ish. I'm gonna
You
have...
don't want us to RP Truth or Dare for the next few hours?
No!
Damn.
It's been months and we have not gotten to Nicodranas.
As we're traveling, Clara will attempt to give Robin reading lessons.
Okay.
I will
Hell
say,
yeah.
I do want to say that on the first night, Ira is going to volunteer herself and Robin for a watch, so it's just the two of them that are awake, and is going to make sure that everyone else is asleep.
Okay.
Oh,
And then
intriguing.
going to just whisper to her and just, that person knows Iris.
How do they know Iris? Why?
They're
Why?
bringing some.
Pardon?
They're bringing something to her. He talked to someone in the Feywild. I don't really know much about any of that, but he's skittish.
Skittish. Are you suspicious of him? Obviously you are, because otherwise why would you tell me the secret or anyone else?
It's hard not to be suspicious of him. He's acting suspiciously.
Okay, fair, but like it might just be something really embarrassing. No, it's probably something weird.
I don't know. I didn't ask. That's not my thing.
Well, I guess we keep an eye on him. He doesn't sound familiar at all to you, does he?
He doesn't, right?
No. This is not somebody
No.
you would think you would have ever met before.
Alright. That,
Let's see.
that way he didn't turn into a horse because the dude is kind of sus.
I followed him as a rat.
A rat. Oh my god.
I can only turn into animals like twice a day.
That would explain it. So does he know that we know Iris?
No,
No, how would he?
no one's spoken about him or her.
Maybe I'll bring her up just casually to everyone else and see if he reacts to it.
Okay. Did you tell the others? Franzia knows he was with me.
Franzia knows he knows Iris.
Franzia was with me when I followed him. That's how I know
And
he
she
spoke
doesn't-
in a portal.
A portal?
He spoke into a portal.
That's weird.
It's very weird. Do you know what... Ira doesn't know what the fuck the Feywild is, does she?
Hasn't she been there once?
No.
I mean, technically you guys all have, but that was
Yeah.
a different part of the
small-
Feywild.
A very
I wasn't there for that.
A
so-
hostile one. Technically, Robin and Ira have been to the Feywild, but you weren't there on purpose. And it definitely didn't look like any Feywild you've heard of. You know what? Roll me a history check, but at disadvantage, Ira.
That's valid.
It's a possibility you know about it, but it's unlikely.
No.
What did you roll? I'm curious.
It's a 7.
Yeah, no. You've heard of the word Feywild, but you have no idea what it pertains. Maybe fairies? Yeah. That's about as much as you know.
Fairies and wildness.
I don't know. He's an odd person that travels with a large wolf and a small flying thing that has a very high voice, and it's kind of annoying.
You travel with a small thing that has a very high voice and is very annoying.
Oh!
What's smaller than that? A lot. Also, you don't fly, and I don't think I'd be able to tolerate it if you could.
One day I will fly.
Note to pirate,
Please
can't
don't.
fly.
I prefer being able to hear your footsteps.
Okay, that's fair. Alright, so I guess tomorrow I'm just gonna bring Iris up, to everyone else, but like casually in like a way I might normally would. And we can see how he reacts.
How would you want to set up that conversation? Would you want it over breakfast or during travel?
Yeah, I'll do it during a reading lesson.
Sure.
Also, do we have to roll for those? Or...
Yeah, what I was gonna say is I want you to roll with advantage I want 6 rolls of intelligence for the next 6 days, basically.
Okay, let me roll 6 portents real fast. Because I'm gonna use the first one on Robin because that's a 16 plus. Well, 16 plus whatever. My intelligence or her intelligence?
Her intelligence, because this is
Okay, so
basically her
16
trying to learn
yeah,
knowledge
so-
from you.
So first day is 16 plus her intelligence, and roll 2d20.
I would wait to use the portent because she can roll with advantage. And then
well, we're not doing anything else. So like this day, she can roll with advantage. So I rolled really badly. Yeah.
yeah, that's why I'm saying just maybe have her roll the things, and if need be, give her the portent when she needs it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a +0 to intelligence.
You got this, but you got advantage.
Yeah.
Says
I'll do this 6 times.
17, nice.
Yep.
You only have to do it 5 times because the 16 is going to you, the first one. Aww.
Aw,
So
that,
2 days so far isn't bad. Oh wait, I can give you 15 on... Oh no, you already rolled, it's okay. Okay, that's not bad.
okay, so yeah.
And then I think one more day. One day more. Oh.
oh no.
So I'd say out of the 6 days that you were traveling, technically you'd have about 3 good steady days, maybe 4. Not enough to learn more than a little bit of like.
And now on the 6th day, for the 6th day, I'll roll the portent that I'm not using on her, just because
Oh shit, my phone's back.
Every day.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not bad for portent. Okay.
Okay. So I also want you guys for the next 6 days to roll perception, just one perception check. If there's multiple people doing lookouts, I would like you to do it with advantage. Because there's a possibility you can see some stuff.
You want to do this one, Mugs?
I would love to do this one. Perception.
I think you
I'm
get
blind.
advantage.
Where's perception? There we go.
I think you get advantage.
Oh, advantage. Well, then I'll roll that again.
Actually, it's technically 5 days, I guess.
That's 21
For one.
Okay, that's
for
good.
the first one. Am I doing all of them, or are we switching off?
I mean, we can switch off. I'm just wondering. Tyra's not going to roll because abhorrent perception, but yeah.
I mean, I can do. Mugs can do one more, and then somebody else can.
Yeah, that's true.
Perception.
Sure.
Perception. Oh, good thing I have advantage. Perhaps. That's still not great. 15.
Okay.
No.
You know, Frenzy will do one, just for the hell of it.
And we got a Mare, we got an Ira, we got a Robin who could all roll too.
Mhm.
I'll roll one.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm down to roll.
Hell yeah.
Perception?
Yeah, perception with advantage.
Oh, with
Mare.
advantage?
Mm-hmm.
You just rolled a 24.
I'm good at
though.
this. Yeah, 24.
Nice. Alright.
17 plus 3.
Nice.
So a 20? Nice.
Yeah.
I think that's technically as many as you need to do, because the 10th day technically is when you guys will arrive in Nicodranas. It'll be a little bit later, but...
When during one of the lessons, I want to announce loudly to Pyra that I want to try to write a letter to Iris.
Oh, yeah. Letter to Iris, huh? Do you want me to send a sending, or do you want to do an actual letter?
Yeah, I want to write an actual letter.
Oh, yeah. I can help you do that. Yeah. Let's try that.
And I'm saying this loudly because I want to be overheard by
Okay.
the guy. Because I want to see how he reacts.
You want to see how Tario is going to react? Who wants to do insight to see what his reaction is? Everybody can do insight if they want to, if they're actually looking at Tario for a response.
I want to.
I mean, I want to, if legal.
Yeah. Anyone can do it. I'm even gonna go for...
I would love to snoop.
Aw,
Yeah.
Robin.
Aw. I mean, I have a +8, so it's like 10, but it's still pretty sad.
Why am I not good at insight today?
I got a 13.
Okay.
Aw, 2 13s, I think, right?
Yeah, mine was 13 as well.
Would Ira roll for that as well?
Ira technically can't see facial expressions.
Okay, that's true.
What did Pyra get?
Pyra didn't roll, but I mean, I guess she can roll here.
Oh, okay.
It's a -2, but why the fuck? Oh no, I rolled the wrong one.
Yeah, no.
It's the same. It's the same either way because it's 11. It would be 11.
None of you guys could make it, Steez. Okay. So...
What's happening?
It's checking Tario.
Yeah, about the
Oh.
Iris comment.
Can I?
Yeah, I what I'm gonna say is that you won't be able to see his facial expression, but the words that he says afterwards you can insight.
Okay, cool. That's. Insight,
So
yeah.
at the mention of Iris, he's just... You bring up Iris and he's like... What does he say? I don't know if he'd even say anything. Damn it. You'd actually have to speak to him about it, because otherwise he's just listening.
I mean, I could also hear if he he catches his breath or anything, or just shifts awkwardly, or
Sure.
just has any sort of reaction.
It'll be a little bit harder to tell, but yeah.
19.
Ira, it's hard to
Well-
tell. You can't make it out. It doesn't seem like most of his body language changes. The only thing you notice is like movement in the saddle, like maybe he's getting a little more comfortable. And the rest of you don't see any change in his expression.
Okay. So he just acts like normal.
Mm-hmm.
Man, fuck that guy.
Also, does Robin have to roll to write the letter, or just do it okay with Kyra's help?
I would say you'd have to roll dexterity with disadvantage, just because you've only had about 3 days to learn writing.
With Kyra there giving the help action, like, okay, no, this is how you write this letter.
Yeah.
You do
I'll just say it's a straight intelligence roll.
your dexterity, you mean?
Or dex, yes. Sorry, not intelligence.
Love a straight dex roll.
Don't love a straight anything.
That's true. We don't want to straight anything. Aww.
7.
Those sure are shapes.
We'll get there one day, don't worry.
It very much looks like the Robin was, the way you're trying to write it. It's gone from like straight row to absolutely dropping down. And they look like the weird like fridge magnets. Like it's very much an interesting way to draw letters.
So, if you want to mail this one, or want to try again another time.
Mail it. I
Oh,
did
hell yeah.
awesome.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you did.
is mail gonna get there faster than... Like,
I
could
mean,
you could just keep it with you, and then when we happen to see her, be like,
That's-
"Hey, Iris, I have a letter for you." And then if
That's-
she needs any help
Oh.
with interpreting it, then you're
that's
right
true.
there.
Yeah, that's true. And then she'll be very surprised and happy. You can see her face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When are we gonna get to see her?
I don't know.
relatively soon. A couple of days.
What's our guesstimate?
You're about a month out at this point. Considering, yeah, it's pretty soon. You've got, I think, I had it written down. I think it's another. Let me look at my pinned comments because I had it.
And that's not counting the stuff we gotta do in Nicodranas, or at least Paris gotta do.
Right.
So there's
there is
450 miles from Portamale to Nicodranas, so it's a stretch.
Yeah, that's more than from Trossenwald to Nicodranas, right?
Yeah.
all right. Admittedly, I don't know my coastal geography that well, so
Okay, well, maybe we could mail it, and then if she has any questions, we could explain once we get there.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
it that you wanted to write in your letter, though? I'm curious.
How many words? How many letters am I allowed for this? Forget.
Well, it's a letter, so you
Yeah,
can do whatever
you can-
you want.
As much, yeah, you can. I'd say you probably have about 100 words or more to work with, considering how big you are probably writing your letters so that you can get them to look right.
Okay, I'm gonna type it out.
Sure.
Okay.
We're
100 to 200
Alright.
words, I'd say, is probably what you'd be able to fit on 2 sides of the paper, you know?
and with Pyro's help, everything will be spelled correctly, won't it?
Yeah, except some of the
yeah.
words are a little bit mirrored. Like the letters. Like you've maybe drawn an A backwards.
Incredible.
Yeah, so we get to Nicodranas.
Mm-hmm. On the 10th of Sursar. Sursar? Whatever the fuck. I'm gonna also put that in the game chat so we know exactly what date it is. Excuse me.
Okay. Hey, Mary, do you remember the name of that inn that you gave to the person who's gonna mail our wolf cloaks?
Was that a Nicodranas? Or is
Yeah,
that...
it was a Nicodranas.
Look me look. I do not believe so. Let me see.
The
if I have
Withered
it.
Bird is the place that Mayor stayed in. That was
Oh, okay.
because I have in
The
my
Withered
notes.
Bird.
Send the cloaks to Nicodranas, the Withered Bird Inn.
Okay. Withered Bird. Okay, cool.
Yeah. How long do we think we're gonna be in Nicodranas?
Well, maybe a few days. I've got some business I needed to do here.
Okay.
Yeah. Why
2
is
days
that?
max.
Does it appear
I-
that our recent companion is paying that much attention to our conversation?
He seems to be listening in a little bit.
Okay, fuck it, whatever.
He seems a little interested in the 2 days at most.
How do you spell the NPC's name?
I'll write it down.
I am not staying in a city.
Thank you.
I mean, you could say that, but I traveled this far for a reason, so.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue. I lived in a couple of different places. I
You
might.
wanted.
I don't know.
Huh.
So you're totally wanted.
I
Yeah, what do you
legitimately
want?
don't know.
I mean, I can't blame anyone for wanting you.
I mean, right?
I stole this very thing.
You stole what?
Who knows?
Oh my god.
Love me.
Girl gang is here. We have a friend who's in this car. Coming boy.
He is a known guy.
Oh my god, I
Bye,
love Robin.
Robin. It's so fucking amazing.
Parentheses,
Now.
you
It's
love
Robin.
me.
Mr. Victorious, you love me. Oh my god.
I love the parentheses.
I love Robin so goddamn much.
God,
Love her.
I love this. Iris is just going to weep with happiness when she sees this amazing letter. Oh my god.
It's so good.
Are you okay? So, Mayor Anna, are you actually curious if you're wanted or not in this area, or no?
I don't fucking know. I was really vague in my backstory. I just went and looked.
So, as far as I'm concerned, if the Mighty Nine aren't necessarily wanted by the Zalezo for what they did, I don't think Mayor is either.
Okay, good to know.
I
Let's
think-
just avoid like jewelry shops, though.
Yeah.
We stole something from at least one of them.
Maybe.
If you're wanted, then we should leave sooner rather than later.
Well, if it turns out she's wanted, we can skip on through or work out an arrangement. But Pyra does have stuff she needs to get done here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be an issue. I just feel like it should be brought up before we get there to avoid, you know. Yeah.
If Mia's wanted, we could just do a total makeover. I mean, no one will recognize her.
You could wait, could you change your hair with your kazoo?
Oh damn.
How long does that last?
Depending on how many charges you use, it can last up to 5 hours, or if you use the 6, it changes it permanently.
Also, have we
Awesome.
actually
How about we just get some hair dye? That
Have we-
seems like the easier option.
have we actually gotten to Nicodranas? Are we actually in the city?
Not yet.
We're at the gate.
You're kind
We're
of
at-
just chatting
We can see
before
it.
entering,
Okay.
really.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Can we see the gates from where we are, or?
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to. They're just kind of, you have kind of been traveling down. You've escaped the gorge, which was kind of uncomfortable to be in because it was only had overhead light for a certain amount of time. And you've noticed all around you there are just these mildly tropic areas. It's very interesting now to have such a stark contrast to the kind of more mountainous areas, and that like cool breeze from the mountains has suddenly faded off and become basically non-existent, and the air is a little bit warmer and hot, and I would probably say a little bit more like, you know, that oceany sort of heaviness, right? Like yeah. But yeah, you are nearly in Nicodranas at this point. Let's see here. Is there Tario would pipe up at probably the end of this and just say, what is it?
Here he is a Mount Die.
Tario would pipe up and just say, I don't know exactly what you're looking for, but my friend might know some stuff in the city. He's been there longer than me. He's just visiting at this point, but he seems to know a couple of people there that I don't know. It might be of help to you.
Yeah, I mean, sure. It doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, and he kind of like realizes how close he is to the gates and just be like, and he's going to reach out and he's going to cast invisibility on, how many creatures does that do? Because he technically has to. Oh yeah, it does do both of them. Cool. So he's going to. You guys are about like 10 minutes outside of the city at this point. He casts invisibility on himself and his two other companions. And you can hear his disjointed voice. And just say, I'm just gonna be like this for a little bit, just so that I can get in the city and not attract too much attention right away.
Yeah. Are you wanted?
Nope, I just look very weird and people don't usually like that.
That's fair. Yeah, people can be dicks.
We can look weird together. You know, we can just go ahead and look weird together. I can just cover my body full of bright orange fur. I'll be a worm on a string with you.
Tario actually
Wordlessly,
laughs at
Ira
this.
is going to turn into a cat and hop onto Robin's shoulders.
Nice. Alright, let's see.
Yeah, I think that's approval, because then if I do that, I'll just be like really comfortable for a cat.
Amazing. Let's see here.
Oh my god, I am going to do it. I'm gonna cast Alter Self, and I'm just gonna cover myself full of fluffy orange fur everywhere.
Legend. Worm on string returns.
God.
Muppet!
Muppet.
Muppet
The
begins.
Muppet returns!
Yes. Trying to find the one city thing that was the one I liked. Nope. Trying to find the audio that I listened to before.
I also grow horns, but I make some really fluffy horns.
Let's see. There it is. That's the song I wanted. Okay, hold on. I'm going to change up the music.
Goodbye, music.
Music is back.
Back again.
But yeah, you guys are slowly approaching Nicodranas. Where is... I want to show the image that they have in the guide, so you guys can kind of get a look at it. Why did I put... Oh, there it is. There it is. So here's kind of a little bit of a look-see-poo, if you were interested. The sky is bright blue, and there's kind of these fluffy white clouds. The buildings are a little bit different than the kind of style of the Empire's buildings. They're a little bit more Marquesian in touch, just a little bit. A lot of these buildings seem to be made of stone. You're approaching the... I can't remember what this looks like from the... Oh, that's right! I have a map for this. Duh. That was what I spent most of the day finding. You guys happen to be right here. That is the entranceway to Nicodranas.
Wow.
Okay.
Right there.
And the withered goal is in the open quay, right?
I believe so, yes.
I only need to know that because my other Wild Mount game, we actually arrived at the withered bird yesterday.
Amazing.
God.
I'm going to put that in my notes just so I remember it.
Oh god, we have to go around the open archway. They won't let us in.
Or through the Restless Wharf.
Wharf.
But, okay, so... before we get into... she'll say, hey, Taria, where's that friend that you, where are you still supposed to meet him?
Good question! Let's see here. I figure it out. Hold on. Oh my god, my cat is just yelling at my door. Baby, I'm sorry. He's so sad.
Oh, I think I can hear him.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I heard him. No, that's seagulls. Never mind.
It's just misery in the chat.
He'll probably pipe up and just say, I think somewhere in the skew, didn't really make it necessarily clear.
Ah, okay.
But it's closer to the archways, I think. He's kind of like looking down at a piece of paper, oh wait, no, he's invisible, never mind, you can't see him. Sorry, brain rot for a minute. But yeah, you guys are able to approach these... God, I can't even remember what the hell they look like now. Because it doesn't say exactly what these are...
Just some cool architecture, boys.
Yeah, they're... why does it not tell me what it looks like? This is a lot of flavor text, but it does not tell me what the frickin' thing looks like.
Oh, what flavor is it?
Just... atmosphere and meshing colorful menagerie pavilions with gothic brooding Dwendalian aesthetics. None of this tells me if it has, what the gates look like, or... Whatever, it's fine. There are a couple of Zalezo that, to the opening of this city, kind of seem to be, ushering in every once in a while some merchants that seem to have been just a little bit ahead of you guys. They're probably looking over papers or kind of talking with these people. It doesn't seem like they are necessarily that. What would you say? They don't seem too worried about the people that are passing in. They aren't doing huge checks since they have probably had them already when they were going through the William Gates. As they are leaving, they're kind of checking over the other people that are exiting past you. And eventually it is time for you guys' kind of once-over. They kind of ask you a couple of questions. There is a kind of darker-skinned man, a little bit taller, longer blonde hair, that kind of just asks you what you're here for, if there's anything, what would you say? Just kind of a once-over of, like, who you are and who you're going to visit and things like that. They don't ask too much into detail. And eventually you guys are let through. It doesn't seem like they care too much for whatever answer you give them. And you are let into the skew, which there are a bunch of different residences that are scattered about as you're kind of entering the area. And as you're entering, maybe about 10 minutes into travel or so, into the skew, Tario is going to drop his invisibility, which I forgot to mark off. Okay, now it's marked off. And you see him looking at a piece of paper now of kind of a crudely drawn map of the area, and he's just kind of tapping his chin a little bit, and he's like, I think we need to go a little bit north. Yeah, we need to go north.
Yeah, sure, lead the way.
Alright. And he kind of gets off of, Gala at this point, and Gala's just kind of trotting beside him. His hood is still kept close to his head, probably more so now that we're inside of a city. And he's going to... You know what? I'm gonna roll to see if he can figure it out. Oh, that's good, buddy. Yeah. It seems like even though he hasn't been here before, he seems to have a goal in mind and seems to be kind of calculating where things are. Perhaps his intelligence is higher than he was letting on before. At least for reading maps. And he quickly gets you to a place about, I'd say, over here, maybe? I'll mark it on the map. About right here. There is a little bit nicer... Yeah, bless you. It's kind of like a nicer looking set of homes. It almost seems to be kind of like a townhome situation. And there seems to be a kind of a little bit younger than Tario, it seems. Brown-haired and darker-skinned man. Half-elven. Seems to be in some sort of, like, lounging wear, maybe comfortable clothes. He's kind of just reading a book on the kind of, this, like, I'm trying to think, like, those, what type of homes are those? I don't know exactly. Like, the smooth white stone, kind of, almost like, I can't even remember the name of it. Anyways, it's kind of a smoother stone on the outside, and then, yeah. My brain is not working, oh my god. I'm so sorry. But he's just kind of sitting on this little alcove of it, and he looks up, and for a moment doesn't seem to recognize Tario for a moment, and then he's like, there's a flash of recognition in his face, and he stands up quickly and sets the book down. Tario gives him a slight smile and he's like, Tario! What are you doing? Tario kind of steps forward a little bit, and reaches out, and you notice, well, no, you would everyone else would probably notice the gloves at this point, and he just kind of shakes, this half-elven man's hand, and they get to talking in, what languages do they speak? They're speaking in Elvish, which Pyra can understand. I don't know if anyone else knows Elvish.
Oh.
Silence as everyone checks their character sheets.
I do not.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay. Himbo does not know. Ramsey
Also,
doesn't either.
does Ira horse up when we get into the city, or is she still Ira?
She said she turned into a cat.
Oh, okay.
Cat Ira. But, Pyra, you were able to hear them talking about, how his travel was, if he was able to, what was it that? If he was able to find anything interesting for him, and, Tario seems to be, he gives him a bright smile, and he's like, I didn't really find anything, and this is, all in Elvish. She's like, nothing that you would be interested in. I did hear that there was a couple of planes or something that tore open, and a certain other, what place was it? There's some tears in... where's my map? Look at my map. Tario would be talking about some sort of tear that was found in Barrelben.
Oh.
That was closed up quickly, but he doesn't leave any details on it. And, Rezio, kind of clasps his hands together. He's like, oh, interesting, interesting. And then slips out of Elvish to address the rest of you. And he says, so were you traveling with my friend, then?
Sorta. We met him on the way here. Yeah.
Or so you're not working with him, then?
No, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but no, we actually followed him because I'm looking for someone that he said he might be able to help me locate.
Looking for someone. You know, I have not been here very long, Tario. And Tario just kind of waves his hands a little bit, and he's like, I know, but you know it better than I do. I kind of wanted to thank them. And Rizzo just kind of sighs a little bit, but he does give, like, a genuine smile to you all, and just says, well, I can do my best if there is someone you are looking for.
Yeah, actually. I'm looking for a man with white hair, black tattoos under his eyes. He's good at magic. He knows magic that he knows magic that has to do with tinkering of souls and linking souls and things like that.
He looks a little bit taken aback at that. He doesn't hide it very well. And kind of, like, rubs his chin a little bit. He's like, well, I do know a person with white hair and tattoos, but, he kind of, like, looks you guys over, and he's like, I do not know anything about soul magic or anything of the sort. He kind of, like, looks at, he gives Tario a glance, and, like, there's a seriousness to his face, and then he looks back to you all, And he says, I cannot give this information for free. This man is not... There
you
are
said
many
you wa-
people who would like to do him harm, and I cannot give you this information if you wish to do so.
Well, I don't want to do him harm. I, I'm looking for him because my twin. The last information I had from them said that they were here in Nicodranas and they were talking to this person with white hair and black tattoos. And if it means anything, I could offer you some information about another cleaner care that happened recently. And I also have a few black dragon scales if you want one. And also a Marilith scale. Yeah, I got a Marilith scale. And some demon goo.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Two 19s for 24!
Oh my god. He had a high DC too, good job. He gives you a look, Pyra, and he looks at you for a very long time, to the point it gets uncomfortable with his silence. And you think for a moment, like, maybe I should talk, and then he shifts in his, like, he's kind of been standing here with his arms crossed, and then he finally shifts and he says, Alright. However, it will be a quid pro quo.
Uh-huh.
See, there is a specific book that there is some woman who has in her collection. She has not been able to sell it to me because she does not want to. But if you can get me that book, I will take you to this man.
Okay. Do I have to use my own gold, or...
He thinks about it for a moment, and he just kind of... He gives you a look, he's like, you will not steal my gold or I will hunt you down, and then he turns around and goes back into the house that he was in, and Tara's just like, oh god. And he comes back out with 860 gold in coins. And he sets it in your hand, Pyra. Before he lets it go, he says, I would expect anything you do not use back, you know. But this is what
Yeah,
I
of
can
course.
give. If she asks for anything more, then I will have you pay for it yourself.
So it was 800 and what gold? Sorry.
I put it in chat. It is 860 gold pieces.
Oh.
I have not been able to persuade her to get rid of this book. She is a, pardon my language, selfish bitch, and does not part with her collections very often. Mostly she does it so that no one else can have what she has, and it is frustrating.
And where do I find her? And what's her name?
Her name is Lady Tilane Vitos. I will put that in chat so you know.
Thank you.
I know, it's... the accent can be hard to understand.
For some reason I was expecting him to say her name is Iris.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, where is she located again?
Hold on. She is located in the... what the fuck is it called? I need to go back. It's the high-end district. Blah, what is it called?
Pearl Archways?
Yes, the Opal Arches.
Opal Archways.
She is located in the Opal Arches, a little bit closer to the open quay.
Okay.
About on the, I think that's just the eastern side, I think. Western side, good lord. Opposite direction, that's not what I meant. but she is on the western area. If you ask around, I think you will be able to pinpoint the area, but just be careful. She is, as much as I would say to persuade her, she is hard to persuade. However, her area is well guarded. You would be hard pressed to steal from her, if you know what I mean.
Have you tried before?
He looks straight at you and says, "No."
Insight check?
Go ahead, roll insight.
$22.
Yeah, he's lying. Mayor, you can tell a liar. He rolled only like a 9 on his persuasion.
Oh no.
I
Robin is just, she's just grinning. And she's like, well, but you're not necessarily against us doing it, are you?
That is a risk you can take at your own discretion.
She just laughs. It's funny as fuck.
Yeah. Well, luckily Robin here is pretty persuasive.
Tario kind of perks up. He's like, "Are you seriously going to make them do crime for you?"
I would do crime for free.
Tario looks appalled. But his little sprite pops out of her head, just like, "Yes!" And he kind of pushes her back a little bit, and Rezio kind of gets a little bit in Tario's space and waves at her, and he's like, "Hello, it has been a very long time since we have seen each other." And she kind of flits out of his hood to go and sit on Rezio's shoulder and start, like, gossiping with him, it seems. But he would kind of stop from his talking with that and say, "So, Lady Elaine Vitos, she has very many exotic artifacts, but be careful, they are usually locked in magical displays. The one thing I can say about her is usually she leaves her abode about 7 or 8 p.m. or so to go meeting with somebody. I haven't the time or willingness to go check on what she does in her private time, but it is the one time she is not within the house usually. Otherwise,
Really?
she is just relaxing in there."
Are we buying this from her or doing a crime? Either way, right?
I mean, we're great at, like, stalking people and figuring out their schedule. Remember Watchmaster Marco?
Yeah.
I want to do crimes.
You have stalked a watchmaster.
He was a Rakshasa. He wasn't really the Watchmaster. He was a Rakshasa.
His eyes go
We knew
wide.
before, of course.
Yeah, that's where the demon goo comes from.
Long story, fun story, maybe another time.
He burned down an inn and killed some people.
Yeah, he killed quite a few people, actually.
My God.
Oh yeah, he was a serial murderer.
I would love to hear about that story sometime. That seems like a interesting adventure.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Pyro wink and say quid pro quo.
He kind of gives you a little bit of a smile, but just nods.
But yeah, we can try this. We have some errands to run anyway. Well, one errand, I guess. We gotta pick up some cloaks too. So yeah, we can try and get this book for you.
That would be much appreciated, and do not mention it of me, please.
Yeah, no mentioning of you. Got it. Yeah, she doesn't want you to
We've
have her
never
book.
seen you before in your life.
Yeah, in fact, who are you? Where'd I get this gold?
Yeah.
I literally do not remember your name.
Wait, I put. Oh, God. Did I not get introduced? Rizio Lennon.
No, bro. That defeats the point. It was working great before because we straight up didn't know you. Like,
Well,
it's fine. I've already forgotten what you said.
if it comes by to back me in the ass, I will deal with it. And Dario just kind of like face palms a little bit.
Yeah, we can do this. Yeah.
Tario kind of pipes up a little bit and says, "Oh, I hope that helped. I think that's about as much as I can help with."
Yeah, I mean, it was. Yeah, thanks, Tario. I hope that whatever you have going on, you know, keeps. I hope things keep going good for you.
Yeah.
He gives you a bright smile. And just he gives you guys a bright smile and just says, "Well, it was a joy spending like 6 days with you, so yeah. I hope it goes the same for you. I'm going to find a place to stay though." And he kind of looks around a little bit, and then Rizio's like, "You can stay with me, you know." And Dario kind of shifts a little bit. He's like, once you get that figured out, I might stay." And then kind of wanders off a little bit, and Rizio just looks offended.
Yeah, so we're gonna head out. Thank you for the lead.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, guys, let's go find that withered bird.
He kind of goes and sits back down in his spot where he was reading before. Realizes that Tario's little sprite was still on his shoulder and kind of shoos her off, and she leaves him be. But yeah, you guys can leave Rizio and Tario and the rest, and go off to the open quay.
Raises an eyebrow at Pyra.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you guys never asked about what I had to do in Nicodranas.
Yeah, no, that is fair.
That's kind of odd.
We did not ask.
But yeah, no, I am looking for my twin. Their name is Beck. They're kind of like me, except they're a water genasi. And they're with the Cobalt Soul. I haven't seen
Your
them
twin's
in
a
while.
water genasi?
Yeah.
Pretty
How?
cool.
That's gotta be some biological fuckery.
Interesting.
You know. But yeah, no.
Wait, no, now I'm really confused. How?
Hang on, if a fire genasi and a water genasi that weren't twins had a baby, would that make a steam genasi?
I mean, maybe. Who knows? It's possible. But yeah.
So y'all
No,
got the
that's
same parents, and just one of you is like hot as hell, and one of you is a water genasi?
Yeah. I mean, I've heard people say that my twin is kind of hot too in their own way, but they're my twin, so
Ew,
yeah.
yeah.
Is she blue?
They're sort of bluish gray. Like I'm kind of like how I'm reddish gray. He doesn't like
Wow.
wearing shirts. That's for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, I've been worried about them because I haven't been able to. Well, I haven't heard much of them in the last few months, and they just kind of vanish. So
Well, we'll find them. We'll figure it out.
Good at
Yeah.
finding people and things.
yeah, that's what I've been hoping for. But yeah, lead the way to the withered bird there.
I will walk down the road towards the withered bird.
Alright. yeah, you are kind of able to make your way through the residence of this view, and into the open quay. I believe the open quay was like a bunch of. Let me see what they have on the open quay.
It's a lot more chill than the rest of the
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking what they have in the Wildmont guide.
Yeah. You got that big tower.
Mm-hmm. The building's...
that's that illusory tower, right? What's his name? Where
it's Yusa's, yeah.
Yeah, Yusa's tower.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, what's up with that tower over there?
Shit's whack. You don't know.
Yeah. Because it
Yeah,
That's
some
exactly
towers
what
in
Mara
this
says
town.
as we walk by. That's a
Doesn't
wacky tower.
It changes size and stuff, right? Depending on where you're looking at it or something. Or some weird fucking stuff. It's been a while
so?
since.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
it's
look it up. I
illusory.
want to see, because there's so many freaking things from the Wildmont guide that like aren't in here, but I know exist like information wise. That's why I'm just like,
Yeah.
I almost have to go on the wiki just to figure what was canon.
Yeah. That's where it's going through the city. Okay, pickpocketed that merchant. They have really good seafood. That tower is a little fucky. That guy's an asshole. That one in particular. Just giving a very short pseudo tour as we're heading down.
Yeah, you were able to do that. God, it doesn't have any information on the tower fucking at all. Why? Please.
Yeah. I can't find anything on the tower either, except that, Yusa lives there.
Yep, exactly.
All it says it's a magical tower. Oh, the
this is
Tide
Peak
Peak.
Tower.
Yeah, Tide Peak Tower.
the
Yep,
Tide
there it
Peak.
is. I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
found
there we
it.
go.
Possibly at odds with the Corvus Concord. I know why it's at odds with the Corvus Concord, but it's fine. Trying to see. There isn't anything else interesting
Oh, right.
necessarily.
It sinks in... Yeah, that's right. If you walk away from it, it sinks into the skyline. That's what happens.
Yeah. It's a little bit smaller than the other areas, it seems, I think. Yeah. It's definitely smaller than the other parts of the city. However, it is definitely more organized than the rest of the city. I don't know if any of you guys have been here long enough to know the history of what happened and the reason for that, so I'm not going to say anything.
No, Pyro was only last here when she was a kid and only for vacations.
Yeah, exactly.
Mara wouldn't have paid attention.
Exactly. That's... I'm not going to say anything about it. So... Did I just close it? No, I didn't. Okay. You were able to find your way to the Withered Gull Inn. Let's see. Who was the... Linda? Is that the person who's... I think that was the person that sent it, I think. Linda. Let me check out the little bird, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You don't have to. Oh, I was thinking of Zadash, where they keep 4 people out of the rich area. That's right. That was Zadash.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's Zadash. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Zadash.
Usually things are open, so...
Yeah.
Oh my god, I literally saw the withered bird in other areas. Why? I just want to see if it technically has anybody who owns it.
I own it.
No!
I
Not
own it.
allowed. You have to buy your own tavern, damn it, to have one.
I'll
I'm
make my own
buying
tavern.
that
I'll
then.
call it Waffle House.
Yes,
And
Waffle
make
House.
pancakes!
We will make waffles. Wives, let's skip the adventure and start a Waffle House. This is exactly what God intended.
Yep.
Good.
Isn't that right, God?
God
The
comes
twin can
down.
wait, we've got waffles.
God.
Missing twins can wait, we've got waffles to make.
All it says
Yeah.
about the withered bird inn, popular inn amongst the sailors that come through Nicodranas. That's all I could fucking find. Why?
Looks like you gotta make up a name.
Neat. I'm gonna go with a random name generator.
Once I used that and had only e-names for an entire session. Like, there was like 8 NPCs with e-names, and now I can't use e-names. I just refuse.
You shouldn't refuse. What you should do is you should just name every single NPC with an E-name.
See, I did that on accident for like half of them in that session, and then I just kind of gave up. And then they were all E's. And then there was Eric, but we somehow got like 12 letters to spell Eric somehow. Because it had to have that sweet old fantasy spelling.
Fantasy. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, because they didn't go to the Withered Bird in Critical Role. I think they went to the Wayfarer's Cove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, when you enter this inn, you are greeted by an innkeeper, a male dwarf. Oh my god, I love this actually. I found a random inn and tavern generator thing. God. But do any of you speak Dwarvish?
No.
I definitely don't.
I don't, but I currently understand every language I can hear.
Pyra, you are the only one that understands him. You hear him say, "Welcome to..." Fuck, what was the name of this?
The Withered Bird.
Welcome to the Withered Bird. God. He has had too many drinks tonight. That's what it is. Is there anything I can do for you?
In comment, he'll say, yeah. So, two things actually. One, we want to get a room here. Maybe two rooms, I think. Yeah, 2 rooms here. And also, we had a package waiting for us here under the name, the Girls' Night Brigade.
He seems to perk up at that and nods, and he says, "One moment, please," in Dwarvish. It seems like he comprehends what language you were speaking, however, he is choosing to speak Dwarvish. And it takes about a couple minutes of him rummaging around, inside this inn. There are a couple of, patrons that are sitting around. There's, like, a female elf in the corner, another dwarf that is kind of sitting in, with another human, a woman, just kind of conversing together. Seems to be only female patrons at this point, which is interesting. But let's see. He ends up finding a package that has been wrapped in twine, and it's a fairly hefty package. And it's been bound in twine, and it seems like there are separate ones in here. I forget how many you had gotten. Was it only 2 pelts?
I think it was just 2 cloaks, yeah.
Yeah. So he unties both of them, so that there are the 2 separate packages, and he says, "They came together, but I tied them so that they could be found easier. Here you go.
Yeah,
And you
thanks.
wanted a night, right? How many days?
Just 2 days for now. If we need more, we'll...
2 days, alright. And how many rooms do you need?
2, 3 guys? What are you thinking?
Well, we have Clark now, so we should probably do 3.
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
rooms, please.
Alright. He kind of, like, does a little bit of math in his head, it seems, for a moment. And I think he would
I thought you said
probably-
math.
Math! No, not math. Math. God, he does math in front of you. There you
Good for
go.
him.
That's why he only speaks Dwarvish. No, that's horrible. So it would probably be a gold per room per night, I would say.
So,
Pyro put
3
down
gold a night.
And then Pyro put down 6 gold then.
Alright.
Oh, thank you.
Cool. Also, are the cloaks just normal cloaks, or do they have, because they're winter wolf cloaks, do they have some special
So-
artisan?
What is interesting about these cloaks is that the one thing they are able to do is ward off, like, cold weather. They are able to keep you warm. They don't provide, like, any resistance to cold or anything. However, they
They
do
just
keep you warm
Don't
in
have
cold
the
weather.
impediment. Okay, okay, cool, yeah.
And they do
Okay.
not require attunement.
Okay, cool. So these will probably be useful in cold weather if we ever get there. Who wants that? Who wants them, by the way? Oh, right. Mugs, Mare, Robin even.
I can grow fur.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I have space in my bag. I don't think we'll need them for a while. We're in the tropics.
I
Yep.
mean, I like cloaks. Things. I like things.
If someone wants to wear it, if not, I can put it in my bag and use it later.
The weather, it's... What's the weather?
The
Warm.
weather is hot here.
Okay. Well, yeah. We'll
And
save them for when we
tropical.
fuck off to the north or something.
Yeah. We just came from the north.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
These would have been so much more useful early. Maybe they'll be useful someday. Yeah.
It is a very long way to travel. The dwarf kind of pipes up.
What did you say?
He said that's a very long way to travel. You guys do not comprehend it. Pyra is the only one that does.
Yeah, it's a pretty long way. Yeah, so I'm Pyra, we're, yeah. What's your name, sir?
He'll hold out his hand and he'll say, I am Gillen. I will put that in chat for you.
I just dropped chocolate on my cat.
Oh, that's your cat.
I didn't mean to say Gillen, I meant to say Gil. Gil.
Nice to meet you, Gil.
Yo.
Gilly, goddamn. My brain cannot I literally cannot see the L in there.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Fuck. Eyes just funny. Anyways.
Yeah.
Name's Gilly.
Cool.
If you got any hungrin', if you're hungry, we've got quite a few things on the menu.
Is this still a
I'm
dwarvish?
hungry.
Yep.
I'm hungry.
How does that translate?
So what they have is I'll actually put the menu in chat. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if I can actually get this to work normally. Yeah. Wait 1 second. Oh, it's a type of grain, okay. Sorry, I was looking at certain things. There you go. That is what he has on the menu for today, it seems. Lots of stewed things, or sausages, or bread with cheese, basically. But they seem to be pretty cheap meals.
I can't read.
Tyler is translating everything for you guys.
Well, I like the idea. So, are we dropping off our stuff, getting dinner, and then heading back out to do stuff? Or is that a tomorrow thing?
Yeah, well, we could try and meet the old lady to see if she would sell us the book. If not, we can pay her a visit later after she's out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make an efficient use of our time so we don't make Iris stay here longer than necessary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at this
I will-
point right now, time-wise, it's probably about 5 o'clock? So you've got a couple of hours before nighttime starts to hit.
Okay.
I want sausage.
Yeah, I'll get you some sausage.
Sausage.
I'm gonna get myself the same thing.
Yeah,
The reason
you know,
why
Sorry,
the
go
reason why Robin makes Iris and her follow and tag along with this group is that they buy her dinner.
Pyro will also order roasted
Sure.
sausage and blue cheese. Yeah.
Alright, you can mark off those copper pieces.
Yeah.
She's just freeloading off these adventurers.
God. They feed me, so why would I leave?
Yep.
Pretty much.
So
Hey, that's a
after
pretty
dinner,
good gig, not gonna lie.
After dinner, Pyro will say, "So, should we maybe head to go visit? What's her name? Go back to the pay notes. Lady Tealani, is that it?
T-Lane, I believe.
Lady Tealani, or
Yeah, sure. Let's go do a thing.
T-Lane Vitos is her name.
I should probably go with the halfling, actually.
I mean, you don't have to. No one's causing any scared at you since we got here, right?
Yeah, they
I
seem to
mean,
be...
But if you go as a
That's true,
halfling, then if you need to do something later as a goblin, might be smarter.
That's true. I have that spell prep today too, so worst case I could. Yeah.
That is a smart idea, Mugs.
Thank you. I try.
You're full of them, babe.
Clark seems very interested in some of the, stands and stuff like that. He's like, whoa, you can roast fish like that? Like,
Yeah, you can.
dude, that one's got, caramel sauce on it. What?
What?
Buddy,
Yeah.
you want some caramel sauce? I'll get you some caramel sauce.
I want caramel sauce too.
I will get you some fucking caramel sauce.
Sweet.
Exactly. Mugs will purchase anything that Clark or Robin would like to order.
How ham does Robin go on finding strange food concoctions in the open quay?
The weirder it looks, the more she wants it.
Oh my god, if you're
It
doing
doesn't
that, it
even
might...
have to be. It doesn't even have to be food.
Oh my god.
She'll
So-
still eat it. It
so
can be a
Robin-
weird potion.
Continue.
Okay.
What you were able to find
Good.
as you're kind of making... Huh?
Nothing.
I was gonna say,
I'm
what
making
you're...
a bad joke.
It's okay, make your jokes.
No, we're good. You're good.
Okay. So what you're able to find, I think it would be about... You'd probably spend a good 6 gold getting everything.
Damn, okay, yeah.
A lot of the things that Robin is picking up are actually quite expensive because they're what would you say? They're interesting types of seafood that have been prepared in a way that is artisanal almost.
Oh, but this is the gourmet. This is the fancy bitch
it's
food.
not. It's not it's not gourmet at all. It's mostly it's a very strange thing to prepare it this way, and thus is more expensive. You don't know if it tastes good, but it might.
Yeah, Muggs is just like, if Robin says she wants a thing, she'll buy it. If Clark says he wants a thing, she'll buy it.
Yeah.
She's like, alright, let's keep him happy.
In total, both of them would have been about $6, so.
Okay. $6. Dollars, a form of currency known in Wild Map.
Gold! God damn it, I keep doing that. Good lord.
Alright,
It's because my brain is turned off at this point. Good lord.
$6
$6 gold. Those exist.
$1.
Yeah, there's this new currency called a dollar. You heard of it?
I think it's an Iman thing.
$1.
But, oh my god, they're slamming doors here. Let's see. If you want to, you can ask around to see if you can at least try and pinpoint in the opal archways where this woman lives exactly.
Sure. So what are we rolling?
I'm gonna have you roll. Let's do. Just roll me a general charisma check.
Robin, it's your time to shine.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna roll it on D&D Beyond, actually.
Oh,
Hopefully
maybe
it's
that'll-
nicer to you.
that- I'm hoping it'll be nice to me.
heck
Just a
yeah.
general charisma check, okay. How do I roll?
Just click the little or the modifier above your below your charisma where it says plus whatever. Just click that box.
Click. Oh. So 13.
13.
13?
Yeah.
She's. Robin, you're asking around. Are you in your goblin form or are you in a halfling form?
Halfling.
Halfling? Okay. The people that you ask around the opal archways, they've kind of just. They'll give you like non-answers. We're like, maybe she's over in this direction. Not quite sure. And then leave. Seem to be going about their day. Seem to have better things to do than to escort somebody somewhere. However, there is one person that you do find that seems a little bit older and chatty, and she talks to you for a long time, like a long time, for longer, and with no reason to be talking for you with that long, for about nothing. Just a lot of like,
That's
oh,
okay.
this certain things, before you get any useful information from her, and she's like, she goes into a rant about this woman, she's always buying the most interesting things and never does anything with them. Lady TLA and Vito's. Jeez. Just vetoes everything. Vetoes this, vetoes that. It's infuriating. And continues talking.
You mentioned Lady Lane.
Miss Vitos?
Yeah.
Yes?
We're actually looking for her. Maybe looking to buy something off of her because, she collects interesting things. You know where we can find her?
My goodness, I don't think you will have any luck with that, but, I was over there the last day, and then she seems to go off on a tangent again, before saying, oh, but it's over in this direction, over here along this road right here. And she kind of, like, moves to the side a little bit and kind of gestures for you to follow her. And she will point to... Where is it? I haven't seen it enough. Gonna mark it right here. One of the houses along this area here. There.
Okay.
But that is about the amount of useful information that you were able to gather from her. Before she kind of, like, looks at her hand and is like, oh, look at the time, nice chatting with you, goodbye! And she wanders off.
Bye. Also, wait, did Maurizio say the name of the book that he wanted?
He did not.
Okay, so he just said a book, right?
Yeah.
Any
Did he say what
book?
the contents were, or...
What he had told you guys is that there was a book that he'd been asking her to sell from her collection, but that was about it.
Okay.
So you may have to bring him up, depending.
No, Pyra's
Why
gonna...
don't we just go back?
No, I can cast
We should just-
Ascending.
Yeah?
It's okay. I can just cast Ascending. It's cool. 1 second. Hey, Rizio, what's the name of the book? You didn't tell us. Or what's in it? This is Pyra. You can respond to this message.
God, we're smart.
I love it. Good job. Give me 1 second. Oh, that one's good. He replies back with...
Also, BRB 1 second.
Alright.
Oh, and welcome to PK searches for their phone for 5 minutes straight.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Do you need me to call it for you?
It's always on Do Not Disturb, so that unfortunately will not help.
No, I feel you on that.
Mood.
God.
I've never really had it off Do Not Disturb, and all the time.
If I fucked with your Snapchat, would it notify you?
No, Snapchat one
Damn
has probably a
it.
list. I could, if I ever find it again, I'll put you on my very important people list so that you'll actually make the phone calls.
I'll find it for you. Ah.
Sorry.
It's all good.
See where the it's over here.
I'm still trying to figure out the name though. Hold on. Trying to figure out what sort of...
Huh, it was on the floor, guys.
Oh,
What was
jeez.
before?
I'm proud of me.
What'd you lose, PK?
My phone.
Phone.
PK.
I found it though.
Good for you.
You know what's a really weird noise I'm not used to?
Huh.
It's been like 40 today, so it's the first time it's gotten above freezing in like months. And the sound of the snow and ice on the roof cracking as it slowly thaws.
Hmm.
And I just occasionally hear rumbles and sliding and thuds.
Oof.
Yeah. I do like that sometimes.
So, what you get back from him is... I think it was
Oh,
the
good
tear
luck.
between episode 11, the master copy.
Okay, cool. There we go. I got the name of the book. The Tear Between, it's Chapter 11, the master copy. Sweet. Okay, so Robin, do you want to do the talking for this? Because you're pretty good at talking, and you're not you're a halfling now right now, so
Can use my
yeah.
casting charm.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I think one way to go about this is we gotta offer to trade something for her, I think. Something interesting, because that's what she's valuing.
That's
I don't
true.
think
We
she
can-
cares as much about gold as she does about weird shit.
Well, you could offer her a mirrorless scale or a dragon scale and then the gold, I guess.
Mammoth scale or dragon scale.
Yeah,
Alright.
and gold. Yeah.
Let's
Surely that would be enough, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna have to go in and be my most charming self.
Yeah,
You
you
got
are.
it.
I think you're
She
quite
just-
charming on your own, dear.
Oh my god, TK, the screenshot your mom sent you.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll
funny.
share it too.
Oh my god. That's so funny. That's so
God.
funny.
My mother fucking roasts me.
Your mother did fucking roast you. I'm so sorry.
God.
Every day I am bullied.
You're bullied every day. Exactly. Oh my god. Your family's just a bunch of savages.
Yep. Unfortunately, this is true.
But was there anything else you wanted to do? I don't know.
I need
Nope.
to make myself slightly more charming so that I can get advantage. So I'm just gonna put my hair into 2 braids, and it will be adorable, and it will melt a heart. Maybe.
Are you casting enhanced ability?
I should have done that.
Oh goodness. I think
Yep,
that's a
it's okay.
concentration.
It is, yeah, and myself is not. So
Mm.
yeah, so you still have time to do that, I think, before we go in.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll have my hair braided and very cute flat. How can she say no? I'm also holding a cat.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
A blind cat.
A blind cat. Anyone who would say no to you is a cruel monster.
Absolutely. But I
Oh, yeah.
think that's probably a good place to end this since it's almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It is late bitch hours.
it
Yeah,
was like 6 hours.
it is.
indeed. But I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves.
Yeah.
Made it to Nicodranas.
You're finally in Nicodranas. Heck yeah.